Good afternoon, Tiffany, and welcome to Business Spotlight Interview.
Good afternoon, Colin.
It's great to finally meet you. So to get started for the listening audience, maybe just give us a little bit of background on you, your business, how long you've been in business, etc.
Sure. Well, my name is Tiffany Sumler. I own Polish Me Pretty Nail Studio, where we polish people pretty, literally. Um, I've been doing nails for 26 years. I've been a salon owner for 10. 3 of those years was in Baltimore, Maryland, and 7 have been in Newnan.
All right, excellent. So for the listeners out there, Newnan, Georgia is maybe 30 miles south of Metro Atlanta. So you said you've been here in this area for 7 years. Is that what you said, Tiffany?
Yes, I've been in business here for 7 years.
Okay,
And
excellent. Okay.
mhm.
So I don't know what your inspiration was or how you define success, but I guess when you think of the word success or inspiration in your life, who comes to mind and why?
Okay, so I can think of a lot of people, but I'm just going to narrow it down to one, and I would say my dad.
Mm.
And the reason being is that, not the richest guy in the world or anything like that, but he embodied everything that I feel success is, from achievements to the positive mindset to being passionate to having drive, the values, the character, the work-life balance. Um, like he is like, if I looked it up in the dictionary, I probably would see his picture, you know. So that's what I think about when I think about success.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's not unusual for people to mention their parents on that, which is awesome. I mean, that's our call as parents to pass down the passion, to the next generation. So love it. So you've been in business quite a long time, not just here in Newnan, but in even different states, and have been doing the nail business for quite a long time. So what's been some of your biggest learnings along that journey, Tiffany?
Well, I've learned a lot of trial and error, but I think my biggest would be to just be tough and be relentless and just, understand that there's going to be setbacks in entrepreneurship, and understand that in every setback, that I need to achieve something from that setback. So it's like I get a setback, but how do I recover from the setback? And then what do I learn? And what am I still learning? So that's been the biggest learning point for me. And that's been helping me to move from season to season in my business life.
So said differently, maybe just make sure that you garnish a lesson from all those setbacks, right? And then not let it happen again and move forward. We have a saying here in Action Coach that you can't out earn your learning. And I think that's what you just said, right? We're constantly learning, and that's part of the journey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That part.
Awesome. So 7 years here in Newnan, cast your mind forward 5 years from now. What are your aspirations, your goals, your vision for Polish Me Pretty in the next 5 years?
So in the next 5 years, I have 2 goals that I want to achieve in the next 5 years. So the first one is, we're going through a time right now in the world where we're experiencing more anxiety, more, stress, more depression, and people are just like 1 second away from losing it. And so what we want to do, or my business, is we're trying to work on something called Nails as Therapy. And it's where we go into corporate offices and we do like express services. So it's only like a 10-minute service, but it's like a Wellness Wednesday. Like it gives you an opportunity to just take a break from the computer, take a break from the phone, and just relax for that minute. Because sometimes people don't have a chance with work, life, you know, kids, husbands, everything. They don't have a chance to just take a moment for themselves. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is I'm trying to open a nail school because I feel, I've kind of been toying with it, like what's my big give back to the community? You know, I just don't want to just do anything. And I feel like we don't have a nail school south of Atlanta. So everyone has to go into Atlanta to go to school. So it'd be wonderful to be able to provide an opportunity for people to go to school right here in Newnan or in Coweta County where they live. You know, and then that way that can trickle down to employment, and we can, you know, we keep it right here in our county.
Yeah, I love those answers because I mean, your second one, as far as the school, it's got so many tangential benefits, right, to the community, to people, to employment, to you. You're giving back, you're training. That's great. And your first one, I love it because it's a disruptor, right? I'm assuming this industry has always been on kind of a pull basis, right? The customers come to you, so you're basically not only helping them to unplug, like you said, and provide that sort of emotional opportunity to de-stress, but you're taking the product to them, right? Which is a whole different model and a potential disruptor to the industry, which is fantastic. So you obviously employ people here in the Newnan area in your salon. What's your thoughts about attraction, retention of employment here in the local area?
So, well, the numbers, you know, you look it up, the numbers say that, you know, our employment rate is not as high, well, as high as what it was. So you know, we're doing well in that instance, but I think that all of the building, you know, they're doing a lot of construction. There's a lot of a lot of new companies coming, a lot of new businesses coming to the area. So I think they're helping to bring more jobs right in this area. Whereas though before, a lot of people had to go to Atlanta or, you know, other places to find work. Now companies are bringing business right here, you know, in our county.
Yeah, and it's my job as business owners here to try and maximize the prosperity here locally, right? So I appreciate you as a local business owner. So, you know, I'm a business coach, so I have to ask a question about coaching. So who would you consider your best coach in life and why? And it could be business coach, could be personal coach, could be not a coach at all, but someone that really ended up, you know, coaching you without knowing he or she was coaching you. Any thoughts on that?
I do. I do. I have a thought, a couple of thoughts. So the crazy thing about it is, you know, when I look at my life, it's kind of split up into pieces because I used to be in education. So, you know, and then I feel like I mesh both of the worlds together to come into the world that I'm in now. So I would say, I'm gonna have to say, you know, I'm not really answering the question all the way, you know, but I have two people. So the first one would be my first principal when I first started teaching, because I was this little young 22-year-old girl and, you know, never been in school since I was in school and didn't know what I was doing, but thought I did. And, you know, and she really taught me, you know, the business. And she taught me not just the business, but how to also incorporate caring about people. And, you know, when you care and, you know, you get a lot more accomplished than, you know, just being mean or, you know, and she told me, if you follow this, you know, in 5 years, this is where you're going to be. And she was absolutely correct. Moving forward, my second one would be my cosmetology teacher. And I met her in 2003. And you know, she's been with me every step of the way, opening up my business. She flies down here, she'll help me out if I need help, if I have a question, she's right there. And I feel like she's been through this, so you know, I'm able to learn from her opposed to talking to someone else who doesn't know anything about my industry or my business, you know. So those are my two coaches.
Yeah, I like them. We get coaching whether we know or not from all kinds of different sources. So it's pretty cool to hear your top two. So you're a lot closer to your 18-year-old self than I would be as far as age. But if you could get in a time machine and go back to your 18-year-old self and have a conversation with yourself and say, Tiffany, here's what I want you to do. do different, do better? What that conversation look like, Tiffany?
Wow. Well, first of all, 18 was a long time ago. I know I look young, but I would tell myself, honestly, I would say, don't worry about what people want you to do, but do what's in your heart. I would tell myself to walk in your talent because that talent will make room for you. I would tell myself, don't chase the money, chase the dream. Um, and I would tell myself to stay focused and don't give up.
I think those are good words of advice. The question would be, would your 18-year-old self listen to that advice, right? That's always the question.
The answer
I understand that.
18 self would do the opposite of all of that.
Yeah. Which is why you're coming full circle back to your mentors and your coaches in life. You know, they spoke in your life at a pretty young age, right? So at different stages of life, different kind of people can speak into our lives. So fantastic. Well, I really enjoyed this interview. My last question for you is just to make sure that our listening audience knows how to contact you, knows your services, knows any offers, newsletters, websites, anything you want to leave with them as far as ways to make sure they can fully utilize Polish Me Pretty.
Absolutely. So I just want to start by saying we're not your typical nail salon. We're a nail studio and we're a boutique nail studio. So it's not a nail salon like you would just see in the shopping center, you know. We specialize in natural products. I make the majority of the products that we use. We do manicures, we do pedicures, we do acrylic, we do Gelx, we do structured gel. We're all artists, so we all can draw, whatever, you know. And pretty much, we like to provide the client with an experience. It's all about the experience when you come to Polish Me Pretty. The way that they can contact us, well, we do have an Instagram page. It's Polish Me Pretty LLC. We also have a Facebook page, which is Polish Me Pretty Nail Salon and Boutique. And we also have a website. The website is the best way to book an appointment because it's online. You can sit at home, 12 o'clock at night, you can book your appointment. And our website is www.polishmeprettynailsalon.com. And if that doesn't work, you could call us at 733-9074. So yeah, so that's all the ways that you can get in contact with us. Around the holidays, we will have some specials on our gift certificates, and we generally post those on Facebook and Instagram when I begin to offer those.
Perfect. This might backfire on me, Tiffany, but I've been hiding my nails since you've been talking. But for the viewers, I want to trust that your nails are on point. So you don't hold your hands. Let's see. There we go. I love it. Love it. I knew it. There's a little bit of risk asking that question, but yeah, perfect. All right. Well, I really enjoyed this. I appreciate your time. All the best in Polish Me Pretty, and for all you out there listening, go see this studio because it's more than your average nail shop, as you heard from Tiffany. So have a great day.
Thank you.